We're going to do a review of division. We're going to do long division, and then we're going to do synthetic division. We're going to do long division first. If we look at this problem, we see that we have x plus 2, that's the divisor. That's going to go on the outside of the division symbol. In this problem, we have an exponent of 4, and we skip on over to an exponent of 2. There's a missing 3 in there, so we're going to have to do a placeholder. And then we skip from the 2 to having no exponents. We have that 3 there. So we're going to have a placeholder for an x. The x, remember, has that invisible 1 exponent on it. So we're going to write this problem as a long division problem. Now I've written my problem and I've put my placeholders in. So what I want to do now is do an estimate of my division. So I'm going to divide the first term into the first term. X to the 4th divided by x, remember we're subtracting exponents, is x to the 3rd. Once I make that estimate, I'm going to multiply. And I'm going to multiply the x cubed times both of these terms over here. Once I do my multiplication, I have to subtract just like a regular division problem. So in algebra, when we subtract, we have to change signs. So we're going to draw a line and change all of our signs. If we've done that correctly, the terms on the left will cancel, and then we do the rest of our math. We bring down the next term and we repeat the process. X into negative 2x cubed is negative 2x squared. And now we multiply. Negative 2x squared times x plus 2. Then we draw a line and change our signs. The terms on the left will cancel and we'll do our math. Bring down the next term and repeat the process. X into 2x squared goes 2x times. Now we multiply 2x times x plus 2. At this point we'll do subtraction, so draw a line and change your signs. Remember, if you've done it correctly, the terms on the left cancel. Next we bring down the last term. Repeat your process. This is the last time you have to do this. X goes into negative 4x, negative 4 times. And we multiply for the last time. When we draw our line and we change our sign, we may end up with a remainder here, or we will end up with a remainder here, because the two expressions at the bottom do not match each other. So we'll draw our line and change our signs and do the math. This problem has a remainder of 11. Now, in some cases, the book has asked you to put it in a specific format. It's asked you to take the answer, multiply it by the divisor, and add the remainder. So if we write it in that form, we will put x cubed minus 2x squared plus 2x minus 4 in parentheses times x plus 2 in parentheses plus 11, and that would be our final answer to the long division problem. We'll do this same problem with synthetic division next. When we do synthetic division, we have to have a divisor that has a degree of 1. So this one's okay. They're all going to be in the same format. X plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 4, y plus 7. It can't be x squared plus something if we're going to do synthetic division. We always take the opposite of the number. So this is x plus 2. We'll use a negative 2. That's so we don't have to do the subtraction when we do the synthetic division. When we set the synthetic division up, we'll put the negative 2 on the outside. Then we take the coefficients of our polynomial and we put those inside. Make sure you put zeros for anything that's missing. Notice I've put zeros where the x cubed would be and where the x would be. Now, we go through the process, we bring down the first term and we multiply. Then we add. Then we multiply again. Then add, multiply, then add, multiply, then we add this one last time. The number on the far right represents the remainder. And remember, we got an 11 last time, so we're probably okay. Now, in order to get our answer, which was the answer on the top of the long division problem, we go down one exponent from our original polynomial. We had an x to the 4th, so this one will go down to an x to the 3rd and just keep going down from there. So here you see we end up with the same answer we got before. That's just two ways of doing the division.